What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. So today we have another drawing request, and this time I was asked to draw a Hot Wheels car. And I will tell you guys right now, I am horrible at drawing cars. So I was excited to draw it because I was excited to practice doing it and get better at it myself, because I get asked all the time to draw cars and I don't know how. So this one was actually pretty fun for me, and it's a pretty simple one. It's a lot of fun. You can decorate the car however you want to make it, but this is what we're going to be working on today, so let's get started. Alright guys, so with this car here, we're going to start by just drawing some basic shapes and some simple lines. I do recommend you start with pencil first, because a car is just kind of like a bunch of weird lines and shapes. I'm going to do marker though, so you guys can see it a little bit easier. So first of all, we are going to draw two circles for the tires. You need to leave a little space on each side so you can have the front and the back of the car still showing. And you also want them to be even with each other. If one is down here and one is up here, well, your car is going to be like that. So try to make them like, imagine they're just sitting on a straight line together. I'm going to start by drawing one here. And I'm going to move a little ways over. I'm going to put a little dot for myself so I know where to start. And another one here. Alright. Of course, if they're not even, you can smooth them out. I didn't make mine too good. They're kind of uneven, but the good news is that since they're tires, they're going to be black later anyway, so you're not really going to notice. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to make a straight line between the two tires, and you want this straight line to be close to the bottom of the circles. So like that, straight line that goes from one to the other. Perfect. We're gonna make a curved line like a capital letter D right here. Now this line is going to start, like if you imagine this line went all the way through, it's gonna start right here, and it's just gonna curve up and kind of stop about halfway through where the circle is, okay? So like that. Now I'm going to switch over to this side, and again, straight across from where this line is, so right there, I'm going to make a little line that goes straight out, but not all the way to the edge. Leave a decent amount of space right there. We're going to turn this into the front bumper, so make a line that kind of goes straight up and down, and then goes a little ways across, and then curves back down, like that. So there is our front bumper. And then we're gonna make this shape. It's kind of like a rounded out arrow. See, it has a little bit of a point to it, but it's not pointy, like sharp. So a little ways back on the bumper, I'm gonna make a diagonal line that goes out. It's gonna go out further than this bumper here. And then it's going to kind of have a soft curve back. Now these two lines should be about the same height as each other. You don't want one way up and one way down. If they're not perfectly even, it's fine, but try to make them close. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of a swoopy line that goes from this one to this one. It kind of stays higher at first, and then it swoops down a little bit quicker as you get further along. So, okay, up and slowly down, and then all of a sudden swoop a little bit further, and then needs to come back up and meet that line. Now that you got that on there, we're going to make a line like a frowny mouth that starts pretty much at the back of the car, but it does not go all the way to the front. So, frowny mouth starts at the back, does not go all the way to the front, so you can stop right there. And we got that basic shape in here already, so that's great. Now we're just going to add some details. So, we're going to make a second frowny line that is just underneath the first one. This kind of shows the roof of the car, so it doesn't look like our car, just glass on top, which would look pretty cool, but that's not what we're doing. Then we're going to draw a line that angles, a straight line that angles like this. And this starts right underneath the hood of the car, or not the hood, but the top of the car. And it's angled, so it goes like this to the bottom of the car, just like that. Then in this front window, you can draw a line that goes straight across, and then it kind of slopes down at an angle like that, so there's that front seat. And then for the wheel, you draw a little straight line, and then you kind of draw a little rectangle that's on an angle like that. Now we can add the rear view mirror and a door handle. So the rear view mirror, kind of underneath the steering wheel. Draw a curved line like this, and then a straight line that connects back. For the door handle, it's just kind of like a rectangle that has rounded corners instead of pointy corners. Now what we can do is we can go add in our headlight over here. Another kind of rounded rectangle. I like to draw it kind of tilted downwards. And then of course we need to add our rims for our car. So draw another smaller circle inside the circle you already drew for the tires. And then for me, I just drew 4 triangles inside each tire. Like that. And then that's actually all there is to it, you guys. It's a pretty quick and pretty simple drawing. I was excited to do this because I was like, wow, drawing cars is not as hard as I thought. Now, before I finish, I'm not going to color the whole thing in for you guys because I want you guys to kind of decide, but I will show you how to make a flame in case you don't know how. On this car, I'm going to do my flame using cool colors instead. My purple, my blue, and my green, because I just think that would look really cool. So, no pun intended there. Alright, so I'm going to start with purple, and I'm going to do this flame on the wheel like the first one. So, I start off and I like to do a wavy line that kind of goes up, and then you want to turn that part that goes up into a point. So make a little point, but then you stop here and you make another little wavy line that goes up and then turns into a point. And then another one that goes up and turns into a point, and then it kind of just disappears behind this other tire. I trace kind of like I copy the first line I did, doing the same points and stuff. And then you can fill this top part in with your purple or whatever color you choose. Alright, and then I'm going to take my blue marker and I'm going to do the same design. So it goes up into a point, and then I'm going to fill that line in with blue. And then lastly, I just fill in this last one with green. Now if you were trying to draw a flame and it didn't reach to the bottom of the car and you had to draw the other side, like I drew the top here, if you had to draw the bottom as well, you pretty much just do the same thing you did on the top. It's just the points of the flame would be going down instead. But I like the flame kind of being between the tires. I think that looks nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. That was a pretty simple one, some easy shapes and lines. I didn't know I could draw a car like this, so I was kind of proud that I could do it. But have fun coloring it in, you guys, making it whatever colors you want, and just make it unique. Alright guys, I hope you had fun drawing your cars with me today. I would love to see the way that you changed your car up, like maybe with the shape or the colors. That would be really fun. And you know what, I'm glad that I was asked to do this one because, like I said, I am not good at drawing cars, so I just never draw them. But I'm never going to get better if I don't practice, so I was glad to get to do this one today, and I hope you guys had fun. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye!